From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Door Company has been family-owned and operated for over 29 years, supplying Northern California with quality garage doors, garage door openers, and installed with the best service you'd expect from a locally owned company. We serve all of Northern California from Willows all the way to the Oregon state line. Give us a call today.
Well, we've still got that cool and unsettled weather pattern over Northern California, and it's going to stick around through tomorrow. But before we get into that more extended forecast, let's get you right through Kruger's Quickcast. We'll kind of take you what to expect here for tonight and through the day tomorrow. Now, tonight is going to be another cool night. Temperatures in the mid to even upper 50s for the valley. Even some showers out there for the valley tonight. And of course, we're seeing showers possibly in the higher elevations. A little bit cooler there. Temperatures mainly in the 40s, and we do have those low to even mid 50s tonight out along the coast. All right, heading out the door tomorrow morning, there may be a few showers out there, and there may even be a few thunderstorms too. So just be prepared for the fact that you are going to be dealing with better chances for showers tomorrow than we saw today. Now, showing the eastern mountains just partly cloudy, but I think everyone is going to be looking at that chance for showers, and of course still seeing those cooler temperatures. So let's take a look at futurecast here just through tomorrow night. And there you can see tonight we're seeing most of the showers up to the north, a few showers developing. The low pressure system continues to dive down to the south. There's tomorrow morning. Looks like some pretty strong thunderstorms here to the east and northeast of the valley and even around the valley as well. By noon, we're seeing things taper off a bit. Most of the showers now off to the east. We take you into Wednesday around 6 p.m. Still some showers, maybe some of those coming into the valley here, even for late in the day on Wednesday. All right, so here's what we have in store for us tomorrow. It is getting a little bit warmer. I've been talking about this warming trend, and that's going to be the case here for your Wednesday. Close to 80 degrees in some spots. Most of the thunderstorms by the afternoon will be off to the east, but we could see some showers and some thunderstorms for the valley. Showers and thunderstorms even out towards places like Siskiyou County and Trinity County. But by the second half of the day, it should be dry here for the coast. So looking at your 7-day outlook, chance for showers, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm for the valley throughout the day tomorrow. Dry and warmer for Thursday. Continue to see that warming trend going into the weekend. 90s will return by the weekend. For the coast, we're looking at, of course, dry conditions after tomorrow morning, and then of course we're looking at a slight increase in those temperatures by the beginning of next week. And from Mount Shasta, a chance for showers, especially the first half of the day. Alturas thunderstorms, Susanville thunderstorms, and Susanville may even see some thunderstorms through the day on Thursday as well. But everyone dries out by the end of the week and warms up as we go into the weekend. All right, that's your quick cast. Now let's go into your deeper dive forecast, and we've still got that cool and unsettled weather pattern. That's going to continue at least through tomorrow. And then by Thursday, things for most of us are tapering off, and we'll see that here in just a second. We got that mix of sun, some clouds, showers, thunderstorms through Wednesday here, and you can see that warming trend for the rest of the week back into the 90s for the valley by the time we get into the weekend. Still have to talk about that threat for fires because winds still a concern for some areas sometimes, and of course not to mention we're looking at very dry conditions at times too. But overall the winds aren't that bad for your Wednesday. We take you into your Thursday, overall around 15 miles per hour give or take. The humidity levels actually pretty good for your Wednesday, 30 even over 40% in the valley. That's unusual for us, especially this time of the year, but we're getting closer to where we typically are, and that's in the teens, but still staying away from those single digits, at least for now. Now, the Storm Prediction Center is showing the best chances for thunderstorms to be in the areas in green here. What's essentially happening is as the low pressure shifts to the south, all of the activity will shift to the south as well. That's why through the day, chances diminish from north to south. And we'll see that when we look at Futurecast here in a second. Because by Thursday, there still will be a chance for some wraparound moisture coming around that area of low pressure, giving more thunderstorms possibly for the northern Sierra. This could include southern portions of Laston County and Plumas County as well. Now, I've also included the footprint of the park fire, but before we get to that, I do want to mention there is a partial lunar eclipse, and it will max at 7:44 tonight. Now the problem is it's going to be hard to see. So if it's clear over where you are, maybe you can step outside and check it out. It'll basically just be a partial lunar eclipse right here. By 8:15 it's pretty much done with, and you won't be able to see much at that point. But there you can see we're still seeing those overcast skies. All right, so let's take you into about 10 o'clock tonight. So I've included a few things, and again, I mentioned this earlier. I'm putting in the the park fire here, because this is going to be a good point of reference as to whether or not we could see some mudslides and debris flows over that area. I've also included the upper level wind pattern, because what you're going to see here is that the direction that these storms move will change over time, and that all has to do with the upper level flow of those winds. So the main area of low pressure is continuing to stay off to our north and west as it slowly shifts to the south. So with these upper level winds, what direction are these storms moving? Basically from west to east. So that's what we're looking at here. So as that low pressure system dives to the south, now look what's happening. Now it's moving kind of from the southwest to the north and east. Now it looks like as we go into tomorrow morning, we could be looking at some showers. This might be overdoing it on the overall intensity, but you get the idea. There are going to be some showers out there and maybe even some thunderstorms here for early tomorrow morning. It's fairly dry for the coast, and it will most likely be dry for all of Del Norte and Humboldt counties through the day on Wednesday. But as that area of low pressure dives down to the south, now we're seeing the activity moving from southeast to northwest. This is at noon tomorrow. So we're seeing some showers, thunderstorms popping up mainly to the east. Some of those with that flow around that low could bring some of those showers and possible thunderstorms for parts of the valley as we go into the mid-afternoon hours tomorrow. But again, we're still seeing those dry conditions here for Del Norte, Humboldt counties. Trinity County not seeing a lot of activity at this point either, and you'll notice we're not seeing as much activity for Siskiyou County. Also Modoc County, as the area of low pressure continues to shift to the south, as I mentioned, this activity is shifting southward as well. So by the time we get into about 6 p.m., most of it's in this general vicinity here, Lassen, Plumas. Some of it's still trying to creep into the valley here even tomorrow evening around 6 p.m. And then taking you into 10 p.m. on Wednesday, you'll notice that we're seeing those winds now moving from east to west, that area of low pressure down to the south and east. Still some showers down to the south here, and then around that area of low pressure, we're going to be looking at that activity rotating around it, and we could see some thunderstorms for Lassen and Plumas counties. Some of that may even creep its way into portions of eastern Tehama County and eastern Butte County as well, getting close to places like Chico and Oroville. That could get interesting, but I think most of it at this point will be confined into the higher elevations, and by Thursday night, it's pretty much gone. So rainfall totals, these are not exact totals. Do not take this to be exact, but you can see where some of the areas where we're going to see most of the rainfall. And I do think it'll be mainly east of the valley. And we'll also see some decent rainfall for parts west, especially along the coast here tonight and tomorrow morning is when the bulk of that rain will move in. Because as I mentioned, most of the day tomorrow will be dry for the north coast. So most of that rain will be tonight and into early tomorrow morning for the coast. So we're between systems as we speak. As this area of low pressure dives down to the south, our chances for rain and thunderstorms increase. But we're also still seeing that cooler air in place. And then that moves down to the south and east. By Thursday, we still have that wraparound moisture. That is going to just clip parts of Lassen County, Plumas County, and even eastern Tehama and Butte County as you saw there. Then that moves on out. Temperatures start to moderate and warm up by the end of the week and into this weekend. Now this ridge of high pressure is trying to build in, but we've got a storm system riding here, another storm system riding up to the north of that, and another one right here. What this is essentially doing is preventing that ridge from building and getting that prominent dome shape that you see here. We do have a little bit of that here, but as this storm system rises to the north of it, it kind of pushes it and suppresses that heat. So it will be a lot warmer. I am expecting temperatures well into the 90s by the time we get into the weekend and early next week, but at least for now, it looks like we're going to dodge the triple digits. So temperatures by tomorrow, just a tad warmer, up to about 80 degrees in Redding, upper 80s by the end of the week, low to even mid 90s as we go into next week. Now the average high is about 93. We're going to be right around that, give or take here through next week. So it looks like even though fall officially begins on Sunday, it's still going to feel like summer around here. Those wave heights are going to be increasing as we take it through the day on Wednesday, and it looks like they'll increase even more on Thursday. Most likely, we will see more small craft advisories here as we go into the next few days. But as of tonight and into tomorrow, just that possibility for showers. Wind's not that bad out of the north at about 5 to 10 knots. All right, so for tonight, again, the chance for some showers here. Heavy rain at times, especially early morning, even for parts of the valley into the north and east of that as well. Temperatures mid to upper 50s for the valley, 40s for most of the higher elevations, and low to mid 50s out along the coast. So here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Mid to upper 70s for your daytime highs. There's that chance for showers on Wednesday. And then it looks like we're drying out. And see how it's warming up? By the end of the weekend, early next week, we're back into about 90 degrees. For the North Coast, looks like we're going to see mainly dry conditions here for your Wednesday. Just a chance for some showers early in the morning. Otherwise, dry for the afternoon. Temperatures mainly in the mid-60s, give or take. Now, that's also the case for the inland areas. Maybe a few morning showers. Otherwise, dry through most of the day tomorrow, mid to upper 80s through at least Sunday, and then 90s return by early next week. Your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast. Those temperatures are going to generally be in the 60s and 70s. Of course, that chance for showers. Now, most of the showers and thunderstorms we see for Siskiyou County will be in the morning. As we go through the afternoon, those chances will start to diminish. And that's pretty much the same story for Modoc County as well, with a chance for thunderstorms here, especially as we go into the first half of the day. By the late afternoon, early evening, a lot of that activity will be to the south of Modoc County, with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s for your daytime highs. And for the eastern mountains, we've got showers and thunderstorms pretty much through the day on Wednesday, and we can see more of that on Thursday, although a little less widespread on Thursday. Still staying cool with temperatures mainly in the 60s. In your valley neighborhood forecast, chance for showers, maybe even a few thunderstorms here pretty much through the entire day, even into the evening hours. Temperatures still cool for this time of the year in the 70s, although a little bit warmer to the north, with about 80 for Redding, 80 degrees for the city of Shasta Lake, and Whiskeytown about 76 degrees. So looking at your 7-day outlook for Redding, there's that chance for showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. It's drying out though by the end of the week for Thursday and Friday, upper 80s, low 90s by Saturday, Sunday, and mid 90s by Monday and Tuesday of next week. That's your evening update. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and of course live on Coffee with Kruger at 7 o'clock in the morning. Have a great night.